Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Aspire to Inspire, where we interview industry professionals. I am so excited for our guest today. She is an amazing young actress who is truly making waves in the entertainment industry. Without further ado, I'm going to bring our gorgeous guest, Kendall Joy Hall. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. First off, let me say thank you so much for joining Aspire to Inspire. I was really taken off guard with all your accomplishments, with all of the projects you've been a part of at such a young age. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
Wow, 13 years old, and you have a resume of a pro. Let me just tell you offhand, okay? So, honestly, let's just jump right into this interview. I'm so excited you're here. And without further ado, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's dive into our first question. So, let's start at the beginning, Kendall, if that's okay with you. When did you get started with your acting career? Where did it all begin?
Well, I got started when I was 4, actually. I wanted to be an actor when I was 3. My brother would watch all of these TV shows, and I was like, I want to be on TV sometime. And my mom was like, "You're just 3, like you're talking nonsense." And basically a friend called her up and she was like, "We need someone for this Duracell project." And I went into the audition and I booked the part. So and that was when I was 4. So
Wow. So let me get this straight, girl. At the age of 4 years old, you knew you wanted to be an actress. You wanted to be in the entertainment industry, behind the television screen. That's amazing to know at such a young age.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, girl. We're here to uplift and inspire our guests and our viewers. So that's actually great. We got to hear a little backstory. Now, my next question kind of asks the similar question. So let's say your very first experience on set. That had to be exciting. Do you mind telling us a little bit about your first television or film experience? What was that like?
Well, as I said, it was a Duracell project, and I was actually in the middle of nowhere. And as an extrovert, like it's really fun to just be outside. So I had so much fun, and that was such an amazing first experience.
Oh, so you weren't nervous at all? You were excited? You just had this?
No, actually, in a weird way, I wasn't nervous.
No, that's good. That's good. You know, you're supposed to not be nervous, to be relaxed and be yourself. And I'm pretty sure that's what you were, right?
Yes.
Of course, of course. Girl, you are a professional. I already know.
Thank you.
So, as stated before, I finally get to dive into some of your credits. You know, you've appeared on shows such as Grey's Anatomy, The Stand, Good Trouble, and so much more. Girl, I can sit here and list them all if I really want to. But, you know, what are some of the lessons, the major lessons you've learned from your experiences on set? What are some things that you've learned?
Well, when you're a kid, you want to go around and play, and you want to play with toys and stuff like that when you're on set, and you just want to have fun, you know? And you do have fun when you're working, but you really need to learn how to maintain your professionalism and not play around as much as you do in real life because you know, you're working and you really need to learn that. Yeah.
Well said. Well said. You know, there's a time to play and there's a time to work. And at a young age, you were able to make that difference, which is great.
Thank you.
Of course. So I actually have a question I would like to ask. You know, in your personal opinion, you know, for viewers who are watching who may be around your age, who may want to start an acting career for themselves, do you have any advice for them or any type of tidbits or inspiration you would like to give to them?
Well, you everyone's probably heard this before, but acting is not easy and there are going to be some hard times, but you just need to know that you have to keep trying because it's going to be worth it when you book something that you really love and you're just happy, you know?
Yeah,
So never give up. And I
beautiful.
know that that sounds really cheesy, but it's real good solid advice.
It is, and it's a cliche, but it's oh so true. And I love that about you. You know, you have a really positive mindset, and it seems like that was given to you at a very, very young age. So props to your support system, your family, you know?
Thank you. You have a really positive mindset too.
Oh, stop it. No problem. No problem. But, you know, going back into the interview questions, this is more of a fun type of question, you know, other than acting, what do you like to do in your spare time? You know, when you're not on set, when you're not training, when you're not auditioning, what are some things you like to do?
Well, I love to horse ride. I go to horse riding every Tuesdays. And I love boxing. I actually did boxing before quarantine, but sadly, it stopped because of quarantine.
Hmm.
But I love boxing and I love watching Marvel movies.
Oh
That
my gosh, a Marvel fan. Yes.
yeah, I loved WandaVision and I'm watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now.
Oh, me
Um,
too. Oh my goodness. We can talk about it later. But
okay.
yeah, I love Marvel and I really want to dive into this boxing. Honestly, you know, I would have never imagined, you know, you telling me your interest in boxing being one of them. What in the world made you get into that field? Like that's very exciting.
Well, it did really start when my dad used to teach me. I think when I was 3 actually. I was really little. And then when I moved to California, about 3 years or 4 years in when I was in California, um I went to a boxing gym. I signed up for it because my mom said, "You need to learn how to do this, like, professionally and
Hmm.
not just with your dad's lessons," you know? So, I do boxing at the gym now,
That's
and,
awesome.
it's a great way to build a tough exterior, you know?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hard work, determination, right mindset. You have to be right physically, you have to be right mentally. So that's something really excited to have under your belt as an actress. You know, they may need a film where they need a female boxer, and you would fit perfectly for that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for viewers watching, it's always good to do training. There's always good to do activities that's outside of your thinking. If you want to do scuba diving or swimming, you know, we encourage that. We encourage outside the box thinking here. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. So let's talk about the other side of acting. Other than the success of acting, there's a lot of rejection, there's a lot of no's, and not a lot of people know about that. So, you know, what are some emotional strategies that you had to use to just block out rejection, block out the hard times that the entertainment industry has a majority of the time? So, how do you deal with rejection and how do you remain positive about it?
Well, I would have to say there are 3 things that I do to deal with rejection. And one of them is immediately after I walk out of the audition, or in this case, a Zoom audition, I get my phone out and I get my AirPods out and I just play some music. Music really soothes you and it makes you calm when you're nervous. So I really like that technique. And also, how I told you, I am a Marvel fan. So watching Marvel movies or just anything that any TV or movies that makes you happy, that really helps. And I also believe in fate. So if I don't get a role, um, the universe is telling me, or at least I believe that the universe is telling me that this role isn't for you, but there's a role in the future that's for you, and it has your name on it.
Oh, wow. Very well said, Kendall. And like you, I believe in fate and manifesting, and whatever the universe has for you, it's for you. With one door closes, another one opens, and just all that positivity. I believe in that too. And listen, girl, you're catching me off guard. You're so young and you have such wisdom at such a young age. That's
Thank
something to
you.
hold on to. That's something to be very proud about.
Thank you. It's all thanks to my parents.
Yes, yes. Props to the parents. Listen, that support system, I'm telling you, it's something. It really helps you, it pushes you. So keep your family close. So, moving on to our next questions. I like to call these questions fun type of questions, thinking into the future. Where will you be in 10 years type of question? Never
Mm.
know the answer, but you remain hopeful and you continue doing what you do. So, without further ado, I want to ask you, you know, 10 or 15 years down the line, where do you see yourself? Are you going to still continue with acting? Are you going to venture off into a different career path? Tell us a little bit about your hopes and your dreams.
Well, in 10 to 15 years, I would be 23 to 28. And I plan to act until my 60s. I know that that sounds like crazy, but I do. It's a huge passion, so I definitely see myself still acting, and I see myself having a sports car.
Yes, yes. Speak it into existence, girl. You deserve it.
Thank you. Yeah, I really love sports cars. But yeah, I definitely see myself acting in a drama TV show, um, maybe one with supernatural powers, you know. And I would love to act in a lot of movies. So I definitely see myself still acting there.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, guys, you heard it here. She's going to be acting all the way to her 60s in a drama, feature film, or show. You guys heard it here. It's going to happen in the future. Trust and believe it.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. So, with that being said, you want to continue acting, 10 to 15 years down the line. Let's say, who is someone, whether they're an actor, a director, an influential figure, who do you look up to for inspiration?
Well, this is such an easy answer because I've been admiring her for a long time. Viola Davis.
Yes.
She is just amazing, so amazing at acting. She feels every emotion that she's feeling in every scene that she's doing. And she always like cries on cue. And I love that about her. So I really look up to her.
I know, from being an African American girl who's pursuing the career path of an actor, and you have someone like Viola Davis to look up to, that's inspiration within itself. Listen, Viola Davis is my absolute favorite as well. Like you said, she's able to convey so much emotion. Crying on cue is a really tricky thing. However, she masters it to a T. And listen, girl, all I'm going to say is you're probably going to star in a movie with her in the future. Most definitely, definitely. And, just keep working hard. You really have a good mindset and a hardworking attitude. Just keep going. That's all I have to say. Any encouraging words to you, just keep going. People are watching you and they admire you. I know when I stumbled across your page, I was blown away. Like, wow, this 13-year-old girl is doing so much. And her flowers are definitely going to be given to her in the future. And I just want to give you inspiration and encouragement right now. I want to give you your flowers right now and just tell you to keep going.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me because we need that energy boost, that encouragement.
Yes, that's so true. And, with everything going on, we definitely need positivity, good vibes, and just good people to be around. So I'm just really glad to have been able to ask you these questions because you're so young. You have so much of the world to look to, and your journey is just beginning. So it's beautiful to hear from people like you.
Thank you. It's amazing to hear from people like you as well. I just think it's amazing that you have a platform like this, and I I um I just really admire that.
Oh, of course, of course. So we're actually winding down our interview. I'm going to ask you this last question. I ask all my guests this question, and this is where you can give more inspiration, inspire viewers who will be watching this. So I ask this to all my guests. Kendall Joy Hall, how do you desire to use your platform of being an actress? How do you desire to use it to inspire others?
Well, I desire to use my platform by playing characters that portray, just amazingness. I want to inspire girls that look like me and tell them that they can do anything no matter what anyone says.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I get so emotional because I believe in it so, so, so much that, when you're do whatever you want in your life, there's people who watch you and they can be inspired by you. And I love how the main thing you want people to take away from you is you want to inspire others through portraying characters, and you will definitely do so. And I believe that we'll see your names in lights all over the place.
Thank you.
Of course, no problem. So that basically wraps up our interview. Stay put. As of right now, if you want to tell people where they can find you on social media, tell them your Instagram, you have a YouTube page, if there's anything you would like to share, now's your time to do so.
Oh, well, I do have a Facebook. My Facebook is called Kendall Joy Hall, and basically just my name. And my Instagram is Kendall Joy Hall, without space, of course. And I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not as active on it,
That's
but yeah, I'm not going to say my YouTube channel since I'm not as
all
active on
good.
it. But that's my Facebook and my Instagram. I do
Yeah.
have a Twitter though, and it's also my name.
Beautiful. So across all social media platforms, Kendall Hall Joy Hall. Lord, sorry, messing up your name. Kendall Joy Hall. My apologies. But
That's
thank
okay.
you, Kendall, so much for just sharing so much goodness and being such a positive light in these dark times. But I wish you the best. Stick around for a little bit. And for our viewers who are watching, thank you so much for watching this episode of Aspire to Inspire. And we will have more industry professionals coming back very, very soon. Bye.